What's going on, everybody? What's up? Hope you had a good Thursday. I was busy as hell, and I didn't have time to watch SmackDown. I wasn't even home. It's been a long day, long night, but I don't have work Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So, I want to do my Royal Rumble fantasy booking show. Right now, I'm going to do it. For 2016, this is my Royal Rumble fantasy booking show for Royal Rumble 2016. I got it starting off with the kickoff show in a match on the kickoff show, a 6-man tag, League of Nations. Sheamus, Del Rio, Rusev teaming up. Barrett is not involved. Taking on the team of the Dudleys and Kalisto from the Lucha Dragons, because Kalisto isn't going to be teaming with Sin Cara anytime soon because Sin Cara is injured and will probably be out of action until before WrestleMania or maybe after it. I don't know. But the guy got injured and injured his shoulder on Raw when he got thrown off the ring apron and fell back first to the floor and messed his shoulder up. That was a pretty dumb bump for Sin Cara to take off the ring apron, how he hurt his shoulder. That was a pretty stupid bump he took, but whatever. Injuries happen. It was an accident. I think Big E threw his legs out from under him. I'm sure Big E didn't mean for him to get injured. It just was an accident. So Kalisto and the Dudleys team up to take on the League of Nations. The League of Nations I got winning and going over on the kickoff show. Now to the main show, where we will have, I had the tag team title match. I had it a fatal 4-way. But now I'm going to have to eliminate one of those teams, the Lucha Dragons, because Sin Cara is injured. Even though this is a fantasy booking show, I could still say Sin Cara can be in it. But that'd be kind of stupid because he's injured in real life. So I'll cut out the 4-way and just make it a triple threat for the tag team titles. The New Day defending against the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper, and the Usos. So triple threat for the tag team titles. I got the New Day winning and retaining the tag titles. I think the New Day should go all the way to WrestleMania as the tag champions, and I have them retaining and being tag champs until at WrestleMania. Then I have the New Day lose them when I do my WrestleMania fantasy booking show for WrestleMania 32. So I got the New Day retaining at the Royal Rumble against Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper and the Usos. Up next, I have 4 title matches at the Royal Rumble booked. The WWE Championship I will have on the line in the Royal Rumble match, and I'll discuss why that is. Divas Championship up next. Divas title on the line. Charlotte defending against Becky Lynch. This could be, if they give them at least 15 minutes, this could be a great match. I don't know if they'll book Charlotte versus Becky in real life. I don't know if they'll book it for Royal Rumble because they had a title match on SmackDown on USA tonight. I still don't know who won it, but I can look it up on Twitter on the WWE's account and see who won. Anyways, I'm sure Charlotte is still the Divas champion. If she lost it on SmackDown on USA, I'd be pretty shocked to find that out. So, Charlotte against Becky. Here we go. This match is going to have Sasha Banks interfere in it. And she's not with Team Bad. Team Bad is not with her when she comes out and interferes. Sasha is alone. I want Sasha out of Team Bad. She leaves Team Bad before the Royal Rumble. So Sasha is no longer in Team Bad. She could cut a promo on Raw before the Rumble and explain that she's better than being with Naomi and Tamina, that she's better than them and she doesn't need them. So that explains Sasha leaving Team Bad, and then you could have Naomi and Tamina jump Sasha and beat her down in the ring. And of course the fans would be on Sasha's side because they all want Sasha. They want to see Sasha Banks get a title shot and get a big push. They don't want to see Sasha Banks in Team Bad. At least I don't. It's very stupid to have Sasha continue to be in Team Bad. That's why I'm taking her out. So Sasha is alone, by herself at the Rumble like she should be. She should be a singles star by herself. She doesn't need to be in a group or a faction. So Sasha comes out, interferes. As I said, Team Bad beat down Sasha before the Rumble, so Team Bad dissed Sasha. And she's no longer in Team Bad, so Sasha interferes. The referee does not see it. Sasha interferes, and the match, still, because the ref didn't see it, it does not end in a DQ, but Sasha interferes and kind of screws Becky Lynch, or I guess screws Becky Lynch, because Sasha wants a championship match at WrestleMania from Charlotte. So Sasha interferes, costs Becky Lynch the championship, and there's a no DQ finish. Not no DQ, I mean, when Sasha interferes, the ref did not see it, so he doesn't call for a disqualification. So Charlotte retains, beating Becky because of Sasha interfering. And that could set up at WrestleMania Sasha Banks getting her title shot against Charlotte, like it should be. You could even add Becky Lynch to it at WrestleMania and have Becky versus Sasha versus Charlotte, or you could do that at Fastlane. I would rather see that match at Fastlane for the Divas title, Becky versus Sasha versus Charlotte at Fastlane rather than WrestleMania. So Charlotte retains the championship basically because Sasha Banks by herself interfered, because she wants a future title shot and wants to beat Charlotte for the title. Doesn't want to beat Becky for it. Up next, another championship match on my Fantasy Royal Rumble booking, Fantasy Booking Royal Rumble. Another title match. Intercontinental Championship on the line. Dean Ambrose defending against Kevin Owens. This is a last man standing match for the Intercontinental Championship. As we all know, Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens have been in a really good, hot feud in real life on WWE TV. So I think this would be a great match to see. That's why I put it in my fantasy booking and put it on the Royal Rumble show. Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship. It's last man standing. That would be awesome. That'd be great to see. I would love to see that match. Who wins now? Well, you have Dean Ambrose win and retain the Intercontinental Championship, because I think Ambrose should go to WrestleMania as the Intercontinental Champion and defend it at WrestleMania. So Dean Ambrose defeats Kevin Owens in a last man standing match to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Up next is the main event of the Royal Rumble. It is the Royal Rumble match. 30 men, every man for himself, going after the WWE Championship, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Why is it on the line? In my fantasy booking of Royal Rumble, I swear to you, I did not copy off WWE and what they did in real life. Having Vince announce on Raw this past Monday that the title would be on the line in the Rumble, and Roman Reigns would have to defend it in the Rumble. Well, I wrote this down over 3 weeks ago, close to a month ago. I came up with this, and I had Vince and Triple H before the Rumble on a Raw. I had this down in my fantasy booking show before Vince announced it. I swear to you I did. So I kind of feel like WWE got inside my head somehow and took my idea to put the title on the line and have Roman Reigns defend it in the Rumble match. Maybe they got in my brain. I don't know. Whatever. I had the idea first. in my opinion, because I wrote it down before, and I had it in my head before WWE and Vince announced it really happening on TV. So Vince and Triple H could come out on a Raw before Royal Rumble and announce Roman Reigns because they want to screw him over. They don't want him as champion because he's not the authority. So Vince and Triple H announce Roman Reigns must defend the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in the Royal Rumble match. And they make him defend it, and they make him be number 2 in the Rumble to defend it as number 2 in the 30-man Royal Rumble. Who's number 1? Well, I made Big Show. I think in real life he's number 1 in the Rumble. I kept him as number 1 in my fantasy Royal Rumble match. Fantasy booking of the Royal Rumble match. Big Show is still number 1. Then Roman Reigns comes out, he's number 2. So then Roman has to basically fight every guy, or 29 other guys on the roster to defend his title. Can he do it? You'll have to listen to the rest of the show to find out if Roman makes it to the end and retains. So number 2 is Roman Reigns. Who do I got as number 3? Number 3, I wrote down every 27 or 28 more names I wrote down. Here they are. So a lot of scribbling here, but because I took a couple guys out of the Rumble that I originally had in it. One of them was John Cena. I originally had John Cena as number 13, but I had to take him out because of his injury. I didn't really have to take him out because this is a fantasy booking show, but I felt like I had to because John Cena will not be in the Royal Rumble match anymore. And I'll be doing a video talking about John Cena's injury after this video. If you want to check it out, it's on my YouTube. John Cena's injury video where I talk about it. So, number 3. After Roman Reigns, number 3, number 4, and number 5 are New Day members. Number 3 could be Kofi. Number 4 could be Big E. Number 5 could be Xavier Woods. You have 3, 4, and 5, all New Day members. So they take up 3 spots, and they come in back to back. I think that'd be great to have them come in the Rumble back to back to back. Number 6 in the Royal Rumble is Neville. I think you got to put him in because last year he didn't debut yet on the main roster, so you got to put him in his first Royal Rumble this year in 2016. It'll be his first Rumble. After Neville, number 6, or not number 6, number 7. After Neville is a surprise entrant, a WWE legend, a WWE Hall of Famer. Number 7. I want to see this guy in the Rumble this year. I hope they put him in the Royal Rumble in 2016, but they probably won't. But I would like to see him in it. Jake the Snake Roberts. Put him in as number 7 because I would like to see that. And I think he'd get a pretty big pop. Number 8 in my fantasy Royal Rumble would be Samoa Joe. I just think it'd be great to see Samoa Joe in his first Royal Rumble match. And if he is in it, you wouldn't have to have him in the... you wouldn't have to have, as I said, Samoa Joe, if he comes in the Rumble at number 8, you wouldn't have to have him in NXT anymore because he'd be on the main roster now if he debuts in the Rumble. So then now Samoa Joe's in the WWE. Number 9 after Samoa Joe is Goldust. You put him in there. Then number 10, you have his brother come out as Stardust. That'd be entertaining. Even though I think last year, or the other year, 2015, I think Stardust and Goldust were in the Rumble together and they were going at it. They were brawling and beating the hell out of each other like they were going to have a match at WrestleMania 31, but it never happened. So number 9 is Goldust. Number 10 in the Rumble, Stardust. Now number 11 is a surprise entrant. He's making his WWE debut. He's making his Royal Rumble match debut. The guy was great in TNA Wrestling. The guy was damn good in New Japan Pro Wrestling and Ring of Honor last year. The guy was the IWGP World Champion last year. I don't know when he lost it, but I think he lost it in 2015. This guy's number 11. If he comes out and he's in the real life Royal Rumble, he'll get a huge pop and a lot of fans will mark out. So my number 11 in the Royal Rumble is AJ Styles. I would love to see him in it, and I hope he is in it. I hope he's in the real Royal Rumble, not just my fantasy Royal Rumble. So AJ Styles is number 11. Number 12 is another surprise entrant. I don't know when his contract with TNA runs out. Hopefully it runs out before, or maybe he doesn't even have a contract. I don't really know. But I know he is wrestling on one more Impact Wrestling next week. Kurt Angle. Make Kurt Angle, put him in the Rumble, bring him back, and you could put him in the Hall of Fame also. Kurt Angle is number 12. I'm sure it won't happen in real life, but I would love to see it happen. That's why I put him in my fantasy Royal Rumble, because I would like to see that. I'd like to see Kurt Angle come back in the Rumble match, and he'd get a huge pop. WWE fans respect the hell out of Kurt Angle. It'd be great to see him back and to see Kurt Angle get one more big run and have a at least 2-year run back in the WWE before he retires. So Kurt Angle is number 12. As I said, that probably won't happen, but it doesn't matter because it is happening in my fantasy booking of the Royal Rumble match. Number 13 now is another guy. He is not in TNA. He's not in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's not in Ring of Honor. He is in NXT, and he's the NXT champion. Number 13 is Finn Balor. You make him make his main roster debut in the Rumble. I think that'd be a great debut for him. The fans would go fucking insane. They would love it. If Finn Balor's music hit during the Royal Rumble match and he came out, he is in my fantasy Royal Rumble. Finn Balor, number 13. And I have big plans for Finn Balor on the main roster after he makes his debut. I'll talk about that at the end of the Rumble match. Number 14, after Finn Balor, is Sheamus. He wrestled earlier during the kickoff show, so that's no problem. You have Sheamus. He can work again in the Rumble match. They used to do that all the time back in the 90s. You would have guys wrestle matches in the 90s, and then later on they would show up and still be in the Rumble match. So Sheamus is number 14, even though I really dislike the guy. I still put him in my Rumble because he should be in it. Number 15 is Dean Ambrose, the Intercontinental Champion. He wrestled a last man standing match earlier, but doesn't matter. You still should put Dean Ambrose in the Rumble, and he is in my Rumble. Number 16 is Kevin Owens. He comes out right after Ambrose. I did that on purpose. I booked that for a reason. I had Ambrose 15, Kevin Owens 16 for a reason. Because Kevin Owens comes in the Rumble pissed off, angry that he lost the last man standing match, beats the hell out of Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose fights back a little, but you have Kevin Owens eliminate Dean Ambrose in the Royal Rumble match. You have Kevin Owens eliminate Dean Ambrose. So that could set up a future match, again, for the Intercontinental title at the next pay-per-view, Fastlane. Number 17, after Kevin Owens, is Zack Ryder. Bring him out, put him in it. But Ryder won't be winning it. I'm just saying he should still get put in the Rumble. Number 19 is Kalisto from Lucha Dragons. Or no, 18 and 19 is 18 is Kalisto. 19 because I had Sin Cara as number 19. Sin Cara can't be in the Rumble because he's injured. So 18 is Kalisto. 19 would be Bo Dallas. Have Bo Dallas be number 19. Now number 20 in the Rumble. In my fantasy Royal Rumble match, number 20 is Alberto Del Rio. Have him in it. Number 21 would be another debut on the main roster, even though he's from NXT and Finn Balor is from NXT. Finn Balor can still be the NXT champion and still go back and forth from NXT to the main roster until probably after WrestleMania. And then maybe Finn should lose the NXT championship and just stay on the main roster. Or he could go back and forth and work both, in my opinion. But this guy also, because he's in the Royal Rumble match, it doesn't mean that this guy, number 21, doesn't mean he has to stay on the main roster. He could just come in to work the Royal Rumble as a surprise and then not be on the main roster. Even though I'm sure he wants to really be on the main roster in real life. Number 21 is from NXT, Baron Corbin. Have him come in as another surprise entrant. Doesn't mean he has to be called up. Just put him in the Rumble for a surprise to get the fans excited. Number 22 is Rusev. Put him in it. Number 23 would be another League of Nations member, Wade Barrett. Put him in it. Even though Wade and Sheamus both blocked me on Twitter, that's their problem. They got a problem with me, I don't care. I'm still putting them in the Royal Rumble because they deserve it, even though I don't like them. Or I dislike Sheamus much more than I dislike Wade Barrett. I don't even remember how I got Wade Barrett to block me. I think I just tweeted him that he sucked, and I was joking, and the guy blocked me. So, Wade Barrett's number 23 after Rusev. At 22, number 24 in the Royal Rumble is Luke Harper. Big fan of this guy. I'm very high on Luke Harper. I hope he gets a big push in 2016 and at least wins the tag titles with Eric Rowan or Bray Wyatt. Number 25, making his last ever appearance in the Rumble, is Kane. Have Kane be number 25 and have this be the Big Red Machines, have this be his last Royal Rumble match because the guy should not wrestle anymore in 2017, even though he could. Or who am I to tell someone else that they should retire? They don't have to retire just because I think they should, even though the Big Show really should. But Kane doesn't have to retire. He probably still has at least 2 good years left in him. So Kane making his last Royal Rumble appearance at number 25. Because I think it should be Kane's last Rumble. That's just my opinion. That's why I put next to Kane, this will be his last Rumble. Number 26 after Kane is Bray Wyatt. Number 27 would be Ryback. Even though Ryback won't be winning my Royal Rumble, I'm not a fan of Rybacks. Number 28, have this guy in it. He'll get a great reaction, great pop. Damien Sandow. Put him in it. Put him back on TV. Give him some damn TV time and give him a push. Damien Sandow is too talented to be off of TV. Put him in the Rumble at number 28. Or he's number 28 in my Rumble. I don't know what number he'll be in the real Royal Rumble, and I don't have a clue if he's even going to be in it. Number 29 would be Curtis Axel. Put him in it. Or I put him in it. I don't care if WWE does or not, but they should. Number 30 would be Triple H. He's put himself in the Rumble. Vince put him in it because basically Triple H is in it because he wants to get rid of Roman Reigns as WWE Champion and wants to eliminate him and throw him out of the Rumble. That's why Triple H is in it at number 30, to get rid of Roman Reigns because they're feuding. I got no Brock Lesnar in the Royal Rumble. Why? Because I don't think he has to be. If he was in it, he would probably have to win it because the guy's a beast. The guy is a one-of-a-kind athlete and talent. If Brock was in it, he would have to probably win it or take everybody in there to Suplex City and they'd be dead. So that's why Brock isn't in it, because I'm holding him off the Rumble card. And I'll put Brock Lesnar. He can be on the February pay-per-view Fastlane. That's what I'm saving Brock for, to be on Fastlane. So, no Brock in the Rumble. Also, no Daniel Bryan in the Rumble, because the guy can probably go. He's gotten cleared by a couple doctors that are not WWE doctors. They said he could return to the ring, but WWE's too afraid. I guess they're too afraid to risk putting Daniel Bryan in the Rumble. They're too afraid, and they don't want to put him in it, because I guess they're too afraid he'll get injured again and hurt his neck or something. But Daniel Bryan is not in my Royal Rumble, and I'll explain why. Because if he was in there, the fans would just be upset when he loses and gets thrown over the top rope. The fans would just be pissed off and angry, and that would ruin the entire Rumble. If you had Daniel Bryan in it, and the guy would get eliminated, at least he's eliminated in my fantasy Royal Rumble, because I don't have Daniel Bryan winning it. So, I didn't put Bryan in because he wouldn't win it, and then the fans will just get angry. So, now down to the final four of my fantasy Royal Rumble match. The final four guys, I gave you the entire list of every guy that is in my fantasy Royal Rumble match. I gave you all 30 names. Big Show number 1. Roman Reigns number 2. Finn Balor making his debut at number 13. Samoa Joe number 8. AJ Styles number 11. Dean Ambrose 15. Ryback number 27. Damien Sandow 28. A lot of guys I listed. All the names that are in my fantasy Royal Rumble match. Now, down to the final four. I'm going to talk about who is going to be the final four in my Royal Rumble match. The final four will be Sheamus, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Finn Balor. Triple H gets eliminated. Earlier, he got eliminated by Roman Reigns. So Triple H comes back. He's really pissed off. He comes back down to the ring after being eliminated. And from the final four, Sheamus, Ambrose, Reigns, Finn Balor, down to final two now. My final two left in the ring. One of them will become WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Either Roman Reigns will retain it, or Finn Balor will win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on his first pay-per-view on the main roster, his debut. He'll win the WWE Championship. Who wins now? Well, Triple H, as I said, comes back out, gets involved, screws Roman Reigns out of the Royal Rumble, setting up a feud for Roman and Triple H at WrestleMania, but it will not be a one-on-one match. But I'll tell you my plans for Roman and Triple H when I do my WrestleMania fantasy booking show in a couple of weeks. Probably in early March. I'll do my WrestleMania fantasy booking show for WrestleMania 32 in March sometime. So, Triple H screws Roman Reigns, gets him eliminated out of the Rumble. The winner and the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion is Finn Balor. I think this would be great. It'd be a great idea if they did it. Be a great surprise. And Finn Balor as WWE World Heavyweight Champion, he is the future. So I think it'd be a great, great decision to give him the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's why I booked him as my fantasy Royal Rumble 2016 winner. And new WWE World Heavyweight Champion is Finn Balor. Still the NXT Champion also. So this ends my fantasy Royal Rumble Fantasy Booking Royal Rumble 2016 show. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I explained things good enough so you understood what I was saying during it. This ends it. Hope you enjoyed my fantasy Royal Rumble 2016 fantasy booking show. Finn Balor's the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He won my Royal Rumble match. Bye for now, everybody.